Good morning, everybody. As you see, I am out here uncovering the three raised beds, well, a couple of raised beds that I have covered with frost cloth. Frost cloth protects your young plants. A lot of the plants that's in these raised beds are cold tolerant, meaning this stuff can go out early spring when the temps are not as bad, and protect those early plants. A lot of these are onions, radishes, lettuces. I had a strawberry plant that came back up in one. I planted up some lettuce, some turnips, a little variety of cold tolerant items. I even had a warm tolerant bean plant in two of the raised beds that I'm checking on. Now, this looks like a lot of work. Just know that I only have to do this like about maybe once, no more than twice a week. We've had so much rain. The rain doesn't penetrate through as much as you think. It does keep things moist and warm under there, but I double layered it because this Midwest weather has been really fluctuating and very bipolar. So I definitely want to protect my plants. I do this because, it would be in vain for me to uh, start from seeds and the plants are doing well for me only to put them outside and then neglect them. That would be a total waste of my time. So I am mindful, I'm dedicated, and as you can see, I'm pretty thorough when it comes to covering and protecting my young seedlings, basically young plants for those of us who don't know. But anyway, I sped up the video just to get through it, and I'm just going to give you guys a little view of what I got going on. It doesn't look like a lot. Those are raspberry bushes and those two large like blonde like containers that I just got. So yeah, just a little bit of stuff here and there. Not a whole lot in this particular bed. My beans are in there, a couple of marigolds. I got chamomile out here. So I got a couple of things that I just wanted to come out and check on it. Check the moisture of the soil to know that these have not dried out, which I doubt very seriously. But those two containers, I'm walking over to the rain buckets that my husband set up for me, and I fill those up with some rainwater that I collect off the shed. I don't think I have to go back because it's not like they were dry. I'm just making sure they don't dry out. So I'm just going through and watering everything down, and I'm just basically checking on everything. So I'm doing all of this before I run out to the store. For those of you who don't know and do garden, be it flowers and vegetables or both, Lowe's have a sale on mulch. Don't ask me when it'll end. I think it may end the 17th. I'm not sure. But it's 5 bags, large bags for 10. So it's better than the Home Depot deal. So my honey went and got me 10 bags. And then I'm going to go out after this video while it's still early and go back to Lowe's because I noticed that they have the garden soil on sale. Buy 3 bags, get 3 free. A lot of these bags, this Miracle Grow brand, I use for a lot of my pots, flowers, some vegetables, some herbs. So it's 3 buy 3, get 3 free. So I'm going to get my first round today, and then I might go back after work on Monday or Sunday or something like that. I might go back and get 6 more bags because what I find is when I'm planting, even though these raised beds are fine, the height of the soil is fine. I am potting up a lot of different peppers this year, more tomatoes this year. So, and all of that is not going in these beds. I'm actually going to put my peppers in containers, large containers or grow bags. So I want to make sure I have more than enough soil, and I don't want to have to knead it and can't pot up something because I don't have enough soil. So when I see it on sale, I grab it while I'm in the store. um so yes, I'm about done with that. I laid some cardboard down there, and as you see me walking on, because I'm gonna put some more landscape fabric down on that end, which I have. I just haven't done it yet. Like I said, the weather has been wet and cold, as we all know, in the Midwest. We finally picked up some paint to paint the fence in the front, and I want to do that before I dig up some dirt and plant my hollyhocks. I got some dahlias that's gonna go up there. Probably some Mexican sunflowers or Mexican marigolds, whatever you call them. Probably gonna put some sunflowers up there. So that's gonna be like a cottage feel up against that white fence in the front of the house. But of course, I can't do anything until I paint it, and I can't paint it now because it's been raining and the wood is wet. So my impatient self have to be patient. So Chris and I can do that. And once I set my mind to do something, I'm like, I'm ready to do it. So I just have to work on my patience, which in some cases I don't have a choice but to get over myself because I can't pay right now. Anyway, so I just uncovered the garlic and checked on it, the garlic and the onions, and they look fine. I added some more water to them, so that's what you see me doing down there. And now I'm going to come back and cover everything back up now that I've checked everything. And I noticed something's been munching on one of the little leaves off the runner bean. So I'm probably going to prick that off and cover it back up. And I'm looking for something to hold up the vine off the base of the dirt, because whatever's down there chewing on the leaf, I'm definitely going to have to take care of that before I put any other seedlings in here, like any green leafy vegetables, because whatever it is, it'll eat that stuff as well. So I have some BT, some organic insecticides that I can put on, and I can put down in the dirt just to see what the heck that is that's chewing on my stuff. And a lot of times they chew on your stuff because it's actually laying on the bed, like on the soil, the surface of the raised bed. So I try to keep stuff off the base of the raised bed and try to keep the area kind of, free of leaves and stuff like that, because that's how some things just crawl up into the leaf, and then next thing you know, you're like, why is everything chewed up? And just know that for now, because it's cold outside, this, all of this covering and tacking and, making sure everything is secure and won't blow up, is not just protection from the weather, which is the first thing, but it's also protection. I have a lot of squirrels in my area. Them little suckers like to dig, and this is a deterrent to keep them out of my raised beds and digging. 'Cause they'll eat your stuff. They'll dig up all your plants, even if they don't want the plant. They just like to dig because either they're burying or searching. So that's that. So that's another reason why I cover it. Now, when it warms up and these things no longer need frost cloth, then I switch over to insect netting. Breathable, lighter. Sun can get in these as well. Can penetrate through. Sun can penetrate through. Rain can rain can go through, so I don't have to water anything if it rains once the insect netting goes on. And then it's not this much of tacking and securing. More so, when I just throw the insect netting on, it might be like a little. I might fasten it on one end to the other end, and maybe something in the middle, but it's not this much. I don't have to secure it as much. I just kind of lay stuff over and just kind of, keep it where nothing can just crawl up in it. So, and that's kind of how that's not kind of, that's how I protect the majority of my vegetables from the bad insects, rodents and things of that nature, because, they are deterred because it just seems like it may be too hard to do. So they try to go to things that's easiest. But I do put stuff down in the yard, to kind of keep them away. I have a peppermint spray. Squirrels don't like the smell of peppermint. Mice don't like the smell of peppermint. But I also throw mothballs around the area of the backyard, under the decks and places where I think they may hide, because mice don't like the smell of mothballs. I don't mind a neighborhood cat finding their way in the yard. It doesn't bother me because I know they keep the mice away. So basically, I mainly keep my yard safe from field mice and squirrels. I saw field mice twice last year, but then I noticed when I put the mothballs down, I didn't see them anymore. Or the possum, even though there's a possum family under our shed, but they only come out when we're not out. And hopefully, when I throw some more mothballs up under the shed, they'll flee and go somewhere else. Hopefully, I hope if they eat it, then that's bye bye them. No more of them. But itsy who. So yeah, so I'm just securing things back. I get an early start. I like to get in the stores, get out of the stores, get home. Either I go to the store first and do this when I come back, or I do this and then go to the store. But I like to be finished no later than 1 o'clock. I want to be done pretty much with a lot of things. So I can have the rest of my day to just relax. Even though I'll be washing my hair today. So yeah, when the Sabbath come in, I'll be good and ready for it. So yeah, so now I'm just securing everything back. That's what you see me doing here. That's my chamomile, which is cold tolerant. But because I'm not out here enough, I just again I don't want the squirrels thinking that they can just dig all my stuff out. And that's actually, I think that's a green onion. It's pretty big. It's been in there since last year, and I just let it keep going. I put some leeks in, so I'm not sure if that's a green onion or a leek. But I'm going to let it go until I'm ready to put some other stuff in here. And then I'll pull it. And if it's a giant green onion, awesome. If it's a leek, that's even better. So, yeah. So now, see, as you see, I'm doubling it, but I kind of got it off. But it's not in sequence, so it's not lined up properly. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm definitely making sure it's secure. It's secure. So yeah, telling y'all little bricks and stuff like that, y'all. Everything comes in handy, honey. You know, one thing I kept telling y'all last year, if you remember, if you watched, that gardening is rewarding, it's relaxing, it's awesome. But it's pretty because you see your harvest, you see the growth, but the work, the setup, every time, it's not always going to be cute. I know if you look at garden shows and photos of garden and everything is just neat and manicured. That's not real life. That may happen in my yard a few times in between the times that things have come full circle, and the grass just got cut and everything is just perky for a couple of days. But please don't believe the hype, y'all. It's not as neat as you may see on videos and pictures. A lot of times they set all that stuff up just for, their thumbnails and photos and stuff like that, which is fine because it pulls you in. But when you're actually doing the work, it's not pretty, but it is rewarding. It is relaxing. It takes your mind off of all things worldly, and your mind is on nurturing something and taking care of something, and hopefully receiving your reward in the end, which is a beautiful harvest. So, like I always tell you guys, this is real life. The bending, the stretching, the knee, trying to figure out why your back hurt, why your leg hurt, why your knees hurt, why your feet hurt, why your head hurt, your neck hurt. Just the bending and the stretching. The bending and the stretching. So, yeah, I have to stretch and do all kinds of things before I come out here. So my back won't go out, and then I'm just down for a couple of days, and that would totally hurt my little feelings if I couldn't get out here and do this. All right, like I said, you can tell it's cold out here because I got the big fleece jacket on, and now I'm putting those little clips down that came with those little hooped uh, those hoops that you see within the beds. Those came with that. It's a clip or whatever it is you're trying to hold down. And I just, put a few here and there. It's what I do. Okay, bear with me. We got like 3 more minutes to go, a little under 3. And this video will be over. So yes, I'm switching. And now I'm just going to give you guys an overview of what's going on in the back of the yard. And as you see, the grass has surpassed those rocks. I have some more landscape fabric, and I'm just going to come back here and brush in that little corner, brush back all that mulch, and lay the landscape fabric down, and secure it around my hydrangea bushes. I got 4 bushes back there, some Shasta Daisy and some Black Eyed Susan, and just get that little corner back neat. But I'm also going through the back of the gate, along the fence, the back of the yard, along the fence, and the peonies, all those little red little spikes you see are peonies. The lupine, the sedum, the lilac bush right there. All of the stuff is coming back. The lupine is what I seeded last year, and I bought these poppies. I bought 3 last weekend, and they're cold tolerant. They were outside in the nursery, so I said, oh, so they're safe to go out now. So I just went on and popped them in. So there's just 2 of them. The other one, the petals came off, but it's more pods coming back up. But the azalea is bushing out. I got some lilies trying to come. Like I said, plenty peonies or peonies, as some of you may call. Just the rainwater that we've collected so far from all the rain. I can collect more. That's what it comes off of into that. And the screen is over there to keep out the debris. That's the other rain bucket that my honey need to set back up. That is the graveyard where I kind of throw stuff and see if it'll come back. And as you see, some stuff is coming back. Some tulips look like they're about to sprout. Look like some morning glories back there, but I didn't plant the morning glory. Now I'm ready to walk over to the flower bed. I put up my green stalk last weekend. This is the 7-tier green stalk with the 5-inch pockets. I planted up some seeds, some lettuce, beets, green onions, and some pansies. I'm going to throw some strawberries and maybe 1, 2 more of those tiers. That's one of the David Austin bare root um, bushes that I got, rose bushes that my daughter bought me. That's just one. The other 2 is in the front of the house. These are blueberries. I think I'm going to get more blueberries this year, and I'm also thinking about buying another blueberry bush because I think that's not going to give me, those are purple turnip tops that's doing well this. But I don't think this blueberry bush is actually 2 in there, and at some point I'm going to put it, okay, that's the end of that. Okay, let's go back. All right, we're done. Thank you. Bye.